Hey guys, how you doing tonight? This is Bear with Bear's Den Acrylic Art, and we are back with another painting video. So, in front of me, I have the very last 20 by 20 canvas in my closet, and I figured I would do another kiss pour because the last one I did worked out so well. I want to see if I can't get, two in a row. And this time, figured we could go with some pinks and some really, really deep reds. Pinks aren't something that I generally, gravitate towards. But, I figured, you know what? No time like the present. So, let's get to talking about our colors. All right, so in this cup, this is about a 50-50 mix of the DecoArt Americana Pearl in baby pink and the DecoArt Extreme Sheen in the rose quartz, okay? And these are on the thicker side. All of the paints and the one pigment that I'm using tonight are mixed with mixed pour. So if you have not emailed Krista at krista8974@gmail.com to get your hands on some, you absolutely should, because this stuff is amazing for not only mixing pigments, but also for any kind of technique you're doing that involves a thicker consistency, okay? So we are going to be loading up 2 cups. I'm going to do 2 colors, and then I'm going to put in a little bit of my cloud mix. So the lightest pink going down, and we're going to do 2 layers. All right. So this is a mix of the folk art in the pink flash and the orchid flash. So it's got this really, really nice color shift quality to it. All right. And then we are going to go in with some of my cloud mix. All right, and then this last color going in, this is Burgundy by Winsor & Newton, which is just this really nice, rich wine color. So that was our 3. So now the rest of our pink is going down. And because I always intersperse 2 colors than the cloud mix, I'm going to do a little bit more. And my cloud mix will be in the description box. The rest of the flash. And then the rest of the burgundy. All right. That is our cup with the lighter colors. Now, for the darker colors, this is the Arteza in the Bordeaux with a little bit of Golden's Payne's Gray thrown in just to deepen this color. All right, and next, this is the one TLP that I'm using. This is the Syrah, also mixed with the mix pour. Now, the only thing I did differently is I dispersed the pigments in gloss varnish before I added the mix pour. You have to do that. Golden's Payne's Gray with a little bit of Iridescent Graphite. Oh, I almost forgot my cloud mix. with a little bit of the iridescent graphite thrown in. All right. Yeah, you can't just add dry pigment to Floetrol. That is not going to work. You have to disperse it in either gloss gel or in, isopropyl alcohol, or gloss varnish. I don't have any Jo Sonia's, so I just used the Liquitex that I had, and that'll be just fine. So the rest of the Bordeaux, some cloud mix, the rest of the Syrah, and then the remainder of my Payne's Gray Iridescent Graphite mix. All right. Now, full disclosure, this is the second time I am attempting this tonight. The first time did not work out so well, and I ended up scraping, which I hate to do. But at least now I have this really pretty slop paint. It's this really, really, really deep burgundy, wine color. All right, so I'm just giving myself plenty of puddle. All right, and I am going to, see, my push pins are sticking to my puppy pad. Yeah, just to spread this out a little bit. Ooh. I'm so glad I did that, because we have some stowaways. So let me find my tweezers and we will take care of them. It would be nice if I had my tweezers ready to go, like someone who's done this before probably would. There they are. All right, don't mind me. So, you see that? And then there was one more right there. All right. All right. So we're just evening that out a little bit. One more torch, just because, even though this is going to get poured on and tilted off. All right, so we have our light, we have our dark. Fingers crossed this works out this time, because if it doesn't, I am going to swear loudly and call it a night. So, cheers. Now I'm hoping that I do a better job on the dismount than I did the first time I tried. close to the end. All right, my clouds are already starting. Ooh, that was bad. Balls. All right, well, nothing is so bad that it cannot be fixed. So we are just going to come in with my skewer. And see if we can't tidy this up a little bit. Okay. And then there is just this one spot where I dripped, but thankfully that was limited. So if I just drag my skewer in the bands that are already there, this will disperse that little whoopsie, and hopefully no one will be the wiser. But that also gave an opportunity for some of the clouds to develop. So we're going to give this a torch. Yeah, one of the things that I really like about the kiss technique is that, depending on the colors you use, I really like the idea of, this polar opposite. You could have a light side and a dark side. And if you do it the right way, those sides will mix, rather than just be divided right down the middle. So, I think this is looking pretty good so far. So, we are going to move my bottle of mix. And then I am going to just bring this down a little bit. And then I'm going to start with the motion of the ocean. Just really, really slow, deliberate, circular movements just to start to open up the bands. All right. So, where do I want to go first? All right, I think we're going to go down here first. Let the paint come back to center. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but oh well. I took more paint off than I wanted to, but that's okay. probably should have put a base coat down. All right, and one last corner. Which the sooner the better, because this hurts my shoulder. All right, there we go. All right, I need to set that down. I need to have my rotator cuff fixed again, and I have been procrastinating. So you can imagine handling canvases does not feel all that great. But I have to say, I like how this has come together. Now I do have a couple bare spots. All right. I think I'm about ready to call this. Oh, I like this a lot. All right, so I am, well, let me deglove. And then I will torch. Yeah, hands down, this time turned out way better than my first attempt. So it just goes to show you, you know, sometimes the paint is just going to misbehave. All right. Yeah. All right. So the clouds, big old boulders, tons of banding. There's a lot of depth. And what I like is that the pink, you know, the lighter side didn't, you know, it doesn't read like bubblegum pink, you know. There is just enough contrast. And I like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to clean up my edges and I am going to bring you in so you can see what this looks like from my point of view. So I'll meet you down here in just a minute. Okay, friends, check this out. This looks positively three-dimensional, at least, you know, to my eye. I love how the center, you know, from the distance, you know, it really looks like a swirling whirlpool. You know, I love that there's this shading right here in the center, and pardon the ring light. You know, I'm glad that you can't really tell that I messed with the center at all. You know, and while we are super heavy on the cloud cells, the boulder cells, because I put in a lot of cloud mix, but all of the banding, you know, and even the colors that pop up through the cells, you know, I just think this is a really dramatic piece. And I can't wait to see how it dries. You know, I'm hoping that the, you know, the extreme sheen and the flash colors come through. Yeah, but overall, guys, I am really happy with how this eventually turned out. So let's see how it dries. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me this evening for this painting tutorial. This was a lot of fun. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, please hit that subscribe and hit that thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified of when I upload new content. And please, by all means, leave a comment. I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. This and all of my other work is available for purchase. You can find that on my website, www.bearsdenacrylicart.com. I am also on Facebook and Instagram under Bears Den Acrylic Art, and you can even email me directly at bear@bearsdenacrylicart.com. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun, and I hope you all are having a wonderful week, and I will see you back next time. Bye. All right, guys, here are the dry results. I absolutely love this. I just adore how this turned out. There is just so much movement and dynamics to this. I love that it is not what I like to call aggressively pink. It's not like, you know, like a gender reveal party kind of pink. I love that, you know, oh, and I even signed it too. And I never signed the front of my work. That's just something new I'm trying. But, you know, the Payne's gray really did such a wonderful job of keeping this side of the kiss pour on the darker side, but it still allows for just some really incredible transparency. So I just love this, and if we move up, you know, the center just looks really kind of foreboding in a way. You know, here we get kind of the shift, pardon the glare. There's my 6 coats of high gloss varnish on this, from the pink and the Orchid flash. You know, a lot of like the Bordeaux kind of got lost, but that's okay. It's a lot of the Burgundy, and I, again, am just really okay with this. This just looks really kind of badass, if I may say so. So I could not be any happier with how this piece turned out.